It's Friday, March 22nd. I'm Daniel Williams, field organizer and legislative specialist with Equality Texas. We're recapping the 10th week of the 83rd Texas Legislature's regular session. The Texas Legislature meets on odd-numbered years for 140 days, so we are 74 days down and 66 to go. That means we're past the halfway mark, and it's been a busy week here under the Pink Dome. 3 bills important to the LGBT community were heard in committee. The House Insurance Committee heard 2 of our bills, starting with HB 226 by Representative Senfronia Thompson of Houston, which deals with insurance discrimination. Currently, insurance discrimination based on race, color, religion, national origin, age, gender, marital status, geographic location, and disability or partial disability is prohibited by law in Texas. Discrimination includes refusing to insure, charging a different rate, or limiting coverage because of bias or prejudice. Thompson's bill would include sexual orientation and gender identity or expression among the protected attributes. The bill would allow insurance companies to continue to offer different rates or refuse coverage if that decision was based on, quote, actuarially sound principles, because that's what insurance companies do. They look at the math and they assess risk. But if the math's not there and the decision's just based on not liking LGBT people, Thompson's bill would prohibit it. The issue hits the trans community particularly hard. Texas has the highest rate of uninsured residents in the United States, and transgender Texans are 23% more likely to be uninsured than cisgender Texans. It's almost impossible in the state for people with a history of gender transition to purchase private insurance because of this persistent bias. Insurance companies make rate and coverage decisions all the time, but insurance decisions should be based upon facts, not bias or prejudice. The insurance company also heard HB 1140 by Elliot Neistat this week. The bill would explicitly allow the UT and A&M systems to offer a +1 benefit to employees. Now, Texas has both a statutory and a constitutional prohibition against recognizing marriages between people of the same gender or anything similar to marriage. Administrators at UT and Texas A&M have interpreted this law to mean that they cannot offer benefits to the non-dependent household members of faculty or staff, which is kind of ridiculous since Alabama, Georgia, Kentucky, Michigan, Nebraska, North Carolina, South Carolina, Ohio, Wisconsin, and even Utah have almost identical prohibitions, and their flagship universities all offer some form of +1 benefit. But UT and A&M want to be expressly told by the legislature that they can offer the benefit. 65.7% of Texas voters support competitive benefits for LGBT employees that work for the government and public universities, so that they match the same benefits offered to straight employees. And that support is growing. Tenured faculty and experienced staff are leaving Texas's flagship universities, and potential hires are declining offers due to the lack of competitive insurance benefits. Replacing these valuable employees and recruiting replacement candidates requires significant amount of time and money that could be better spent in other ways. Finally, the House Human Service Committee heard HB 2240 by Sylvester Turner of Houston on Tuesday. Turner's bill would conduct a study of youth homelessness in Texas. 40% of homeless youth are lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender. And according to information from the National Alliance to End Homelessness, 62% of LGBT homeless youth will attempt suicide, compared to 29% of their heterosexual peers. LGBT homeless youth are 7.4 times more likely to be the victims of sexual assault than their heterosexual peers. This is a very important issue that is destroying the lives of young people. It's encouraging to see the legislature look at the issue so seriously. Until next week, I'm Daniel Williams, field organizer and legislative specialist with Equality Texas.